This is Manu Kalia, physical therapist and Ayurveda herbalist. So in this video I'm going to show you foot exercises, which also for motor control, for coordination, and those of you who are suffering from foot-related problems and runners who have plantar fasciitis type things, or you have problems up the chain, this is going to be really important because it works on working on a lot of those arch muscles as well as your big toe muscles, especially your flexor hallucis longus and brevis, both those muscles, which provide stability and support for that arch and that whole foot in terms of shock absorption as well as pushing off. Okay, so what we want to do is, first of all, as a motor control exercise, we want to just get used to isolating and moving those toes. So this is like the doing like the yoga toes, right? Being able to separate those toes. And I'm going to work at bringing up that big toe and bringing it down. Then I isolate and I bring up the other ones and I bring them down. And I bring them up and I bring them down. And I bring the outside toes up and I bring this down. So I work at isolating. Can I move them back and forth, or maybe just one side at a time? I might just bring up my big toe. Can I bring it down? Can I bring it up? Bring it down. Bring it up. Bring it down. So I'm really working at figuring out, can I isolate those guys? Can I figure out, and as you can see, when I isolate and I try to push down through here, I am activating a lot of these muscles through here when I'm working on that. Okay. You could start with in sitting too. If it's too challenging in standing, maybe start in sitting first. Okay. And more than strength, this is a motor control exercise. Can I isolate them? Can I fire those guys? Can I get used to feeling with my toes? Okay, spread out on the ground. And a lot of people doing barefoot running and or wearing shoes with minimal heel. So you want to work on getting that motor control and stability in your feet first, before you start doing a lot of these other things when you're not used to walking barefoot most of the time. Okay. So the second thing we're going to do is we're going to work at working on those specific muscles for these guys, and for that what we're going to do is I'm going to bring a little weight onto that foot and keeping. So now I got some more weight on the balls of my feet, and I'm going to grab onto my big toe. I'm going to raise it up, and I'm going to pull it straight down. Okay, so I'm applying some resistance. So I bring it up. I can resist a little bit if I like, and I pull it straight down. Now I'm really firing a lot of these muscles through here, which are important and essential for arch support, my foot mechanics, and I'm trying to target more my flexor hallucis. Brevis actually more than even the longest, but if I start to curl through here, I'm going to get my longest too. But here's where I really need to work at driving that straight down without activating too many of these muscles through here. So again, I'm isolating those guys and I push it straight down. Pull up, I push it straight down and I hold it there maybe even, right? I hold that position I see, and I can feel all these guys working right through there. And I can do some eccentric work through there too. So a great way to work at isolating, strengthening a lot of these muscles, and you can feel it. I start feeling it through here, even through this region. That you're working on those guys, you're working on strengthening those guys, and they'll really pay off with your running, with your walking, and also prevent injuries. All right? So if you have any questions, leave a comment. Click on the link, check out my site. I got tons of information on it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys.